for Guitar World magazine. We're at the Summer Nashville NAMM, and we have with us as our guest Scott from Martin Guitars, and he brought us a couple of cool things. We're going to take a quick look at them and talk about what new stuff is coming out of Martin. Tell us a little bit about this Black Beauty that you have right here.
It would be my pleasure. Thank you for having me, by the way. We're excited to be here. What a great setup it is that you have. The theme of what we brought down this weekend seems to be fun, and there's nobody who personifies fun in this business more than Jimmy Buffett, and he's quite a fan of the Martin guitar. I must get a guitar or two a year that Jimmy finds on the street and wants us to repair. So he took a shine to the CEO 6 that Chris produced about 4 years ago, and ordered a bunch of customs, and out of it came his latest custom signature. You know, we've done several before, but this black gloss 14 fret slope shoulder instrument is what he's digging right now, so we're glad to put it out. And you know his customer base, so they're probably chomping at the bit already for it.
Well, you know, Jimmy's about having fun, but he's also a bit of a badass, so I sort of like the idea of the black acoustic guitar, you know.
I never saw that in him, but you might know him better than me.
Well, you know, he likes to push back a tequila drink or two, you know. I don't know. So
that sounds good.
Who would you see this guitars aimed at? Like, what sort of player?
One of the first comments that somebody made, I said, well, this is a really good strummer.
Yeah.
I could picture it. The slope shoulder had a unique quality compared to a squared off shoulder. So I don't think Jimmy's pulling a lot of leads either. So a nice round strummer. It has a rosewood sides and back, so it has a big bold bottom and a Sitka spruce top. So that's the player I could picture. Comfortable neck.
Well, you guys probably see I'm holding this sort of interesting little ukulele. It's got a bunch of writing all over it on the sides, on the back. It's really cool, but what is it?
Wow, what a story to this ukulele. The quote I've been hearing about the ukulele is that it's the most valuable ukulele in the world. This is a replication of it. So, but as you know, our industry, we employed Dick Boak for 42 years, maybe barely sometimes, but just
tell our audience out there who Dick is.
Dick Boak was the artist relations department and historian and archivist, and he was a fine draftsperson, and he showed us the way. I know that in my department. I've been studying from Dick for years and years, and the last 2 years he brought some of his cronies through to study this ukulele, and I got to hear how passionate they were about all the people's names that are on this ukulele, that how important this mission was and how it was sponsored. And it's unfortunate that Dick retired in January and isn't here to celebrate the introduction of this ukulele and the magazine publication. So I think in a way, since I had this opportunity, and we've certainly talked Martin all weekend, and Dick was a vital part of what we did for many years, to just give him a beautiful send-off as best I could to talk about the Contour uke.
Well, I'll tell you, you know, there's probably nobody in the world that knows more about guitars than Dick Boak does. But you told me, wasn't there like a lot of research done to like, there's names even on the back of this thing,
yes,
and on the sides. You guys tried to find out who every
Indeed.
One of these people are.
Indeed, the historians, they X-rayed the ukulele to look really, because some of the signatures were very faint, so they looked into this, and I got to hear them, the discovery, when they figured out, and they were bantering about who this signature was, and it was just really exciting. So
who are, like, a lot of these people? Are they performers from different eras, or?
A lot of dignitaries on there, starting with Calvin Coolidge at the
wow.
top. I mean, I can read, so I can read them off there, but there's nobody more knowledgeable about what went on there than Larry and Dick and their book.
Where did these signatures are from, like the 30s and earlier on, or throughout history, or?
You have me on the dating of it. Right. I do not have an answer for you.
Anyways, it's
Thomas Edison.
Oh,
there, I figure I can drop names with the best of them.
Tom Edison.
Tom.
Awesome.
I call him Tom. Yeah, man, we're tight.
So we've heard about the Tom Edison uke and Jimmy Buffett guitar.
Yes.
Are there any other cool instruments coming out at Martin this year?
For the summer show or going forward?
Both.
Well, we just heard that the end of the 6th month, of course, the end of the month, the end of the quarter, and 6 months, and let me just share with you that we're going into our summer shutdown next week. Very positive.
Yes.
So we're thankful that the reimagined introduction in January is really doing well, and the guitars. We saw some great orders domestically at the show, across the country and internationally. So some of these fun guitars that are, in my opinion, a little scattered compared to what the focused effort that we bring. So, but I think fun was a good theme to run with today, and the customers seem to receive it real well.
Well, I did notice that there was a guitar with dogs playing poker on the guitar.
Yeah, a little bit of kitsch Americana, showing off the capabilities of our Mamaki printer. There's more people calling me each day for a licensing talk and gifts with people with special paintings, writing, company logos on. So we just wanted to show off our capability with that, and man, it was really well received. I didn't know what to expect when we brought it down.
Well. Awesome as usual. Martin, the great Martin company, always producing cool instruments and surprising guitars, and they all sound great. And thank you once again, Scott, for coming down. And
thank you so much for the opportunity. We appreciate it.
To us.
Thank you, folks.